Alright, here's a little update video on my Rallycross Geo. I've had this 4 years. I've been rallycrossing it quite a bit. It's a lot of fun, but I made some upgrades to it. I went from modified rear to modified all. So what I did is I had another Geo tracker, and I converted this to all-wheel drive, which wasn't too big of an issue as long as you have all the parts, which consist of the front spindles, axles, front diff, transmission, and transfer case. The only fabrication I really had to do was the little, I don't know if you can see it down there, that little blue bracket. I had to cut that off of the donor car and weld that in on the two-wheel drive frame. It already had the bracket for the front diff on the other side because something must bolt to it, but it was all there. So all I really had to do was weld that in and get it halfway close. That's all I had to do, and then start throwing parts at it. But it's all-wheel drive now. The inside, it already had the spot for the transfer case selector to come up through there. But other upgrades, I've changed out the seat for a better one. It's on sliders because me and my son race it, so we sit in different positions, so the sliders really help. Let's see, from the last video, what else has changed? I made this spoiler on there. It's just a blanket I got at the dollar store, and I fiberglassed over it. It's got a metal frame that runs up around the side of the back of the cab, and this is just a piece of round rod bent. Put the blanket over it and fiberglassed it on there. It looked really cool when I first did it, probably 3 years ago. And I changed the back end. This is a tailgate out of another car that I cut. I had to cut it several times before I finally got it to fit, and it's just bolted in there. I can take it back out, and that's just some plastic with the old Chevy truck window that, looking through the camera, actually looks like it's crooked. It is crooked, but it's all right. But yeah, mud flaps, or I went to Walmart and I had to buy 4 packages of cutting boards to get the red that I wanted. And everybody laughed at me and all that. My wife was shaking her head. My son was thinking I was crazy. And for real cheap, I got mud flaps that seem to be holding up pretty good. Can't really remember how long they've been on there, but oh, and the biggest upgrade is some actual Rallycross tires. So that's probably about the first thing you need to do if you're getting into Rallycross, is get good tires. And the tires cost a whole lot more than the whole vehicle did. So, but it's still the same 80 horsepower tracker it was. It's just now it's all-wheel drive. And I did a Rallycross event a couple days ago. First one in all-wheel drive, and I had it in 4 high, and it had absolutely no power, none. It still did all right, but it wasn't very impressive. I was actually looking for what kind of motor I could swap in it. Then me and my son were ripping it around the yard today, and we decided to put it in 4 low. And I tell you what, that woke it up in a hurry. So I don't need to do a motor swap anymore. I just need to put it 4 low and run through more gears. But it's a lot of fun. Something you're interested in, you ought to look into SCCA Rallycross. There's probably an event somewhere within an hour or two of you.